Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for more Rimworld. I'm your Leo Skelvin. Alright, so where we last left off, we were just trying to build the bloody dining room. Also, I'm going to expand the freezer some. We're going to need it. Going to need all the space, man. All of it. Because the corn is coming in, so it's important. In the meantime, hopefully, this is enough wood to finally finish the thing. I'm actually tempted to build... Yeah, maybe. Like, build a wall here. Because I've noticed that attacks just seem to keep coming from this direction. Like, some people arriving here, and they end up coming, like, along here. So it doesn't really work out the way I have my grid set up. Because I was kind of expecting, you know, attacks from up here, here as well. I mean, realistically, I should probably just dig in here. I just have a more tunneled-in entrance from one direction. Seems like it might work better. The bedroom, though, or not bedroom, dining room, is taking quite some time, though. It's unfortunate. Alright, so all this is set up. Mark these for hauling out to the dumping zone. Yeah. And architect zone area, stockpile zone. Increase. There. Hopefully, this will actually work out. And I'm actually going to do something geniusly. I'm going to set up a small little room here. And I'm actually going to hook up a cooler here. There we go, and put some flooring down. There we go. And now... Perfect. So, that little room there is actually good for us because I can turn it into a little freezer that I can use to store finished meals. Shouldn't need more than, you know, a bit there. Alright, architect. What is it? Zone area. Stockpile zone. Storage. Clear all. Yeah, we'll want meals other than packaged survival meals. Pretty much. That all goes in there. And I'm actually going to disallow the same thing here. Although I think realistically that should be allowed in there and not actually in here. Because it doesn't go bad, doesn't need to be frozen. There. Alright, so we have an expanded and fairly nice freezer. And a new freezer that will handle that. 96, 97% grown. They're attacking immediately. You know, I was just talking about how I'm tired of them attacking from the same way all the time. I'm glad that they have decided to change that. They actually have the ability to throw farther than my turrets can shoot. No, wait, you're not at all even. Visgoft. I need you to shoot that guy. I mean, they'll actually probably retreat. Yeah. There we are. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, repair that anyway. Oh, phew. I thought that was a turret about to detonate. Always nice to have. Alright. Good, 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 good. So, 99% grown. Yeah, tomorrow the corn comes in. The corn comes in tomorrow, so I think we're prepped and set up here in the freezer, which is now being cleaned. Good, a lot of cleaning's been done. Always nice to see. Like I said, this is the last month of the growing season, so I'm glad the corn's finally come in. It's very important that it comes in. So we got everything, yep. And we actually have simple meals stored next to our dining room. Nice. Some of the corn's actually come in already. I hope at some point Diogo gets good enough at cooking that he can make the better meals. It is getting pretty bad. Only eating simple meals kind of sucks. He has no passion for cooking, so I mean, it might be better to put someone else on cooking if they have a passion for it. Because, I mean, someone even with a minor passion like this, like, is 3 times faster at learning. So, I think what we need to do is make Randonin. Yeah. Randonin, the new cook. It's probably better to have someone else do the cooking than the doctor anyway. Alright, so Randonin, your primary job is and will be cooking. From now on. Because you'll just learn 3 times faster than Diogo. It's easier that way. Oh yes. By the way, I suppose you deserve a name. Randonin, you'll be RT Gaming. Aha. Gotta remember to rename people after Patreon subscribers and the like. Actually, I'm gonna have to up hauling to 2, aren't I? And growing. Cool. Priority 1. Not for the purpose of sowing. I'm actually gonna prevent sowing in the new areas. In these areas now. No sowing. Like, it's over for the harvest season for corn. We might be able to get a month's... Yeah, you know what? I have an idea. We might be able to get some rice in before the end of the season. It's worth a shot. But as you can see, we have a lot of corn. So I've been constantly expanding the freezer in anticipation for the harvest. With a 4-month growing season, we need a lot of food and storage, without question. Alright, and I should probably set up a thing. A nice comms console, perhaps. At some point. I don't know. We're gonna need it all anyway. Alright. It's probably good that it gets replanted. I mean, it's not going to spoil particularly quickly. But, you know. And very quickly you can start to see why we need all this fridge space. Good, good. Over the winter we can supplement ourselves a little bit with hunting. Like, we won't get much, but it's something at least, generally. But the harvest is coming in. We have a finished freaking dining room, and the harvest is coming in, so I'd say we're in pretty good shape. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so the planting's also done. Hauling, priority 1. Like, it's actually super important that all this shit just gets put away. During the harvest season, we're going to have to set up hauling priorities to 1, I think. It's the only real way. Anyway, I mean, it's August 8th, so I mean... I don't actually think we're going to get any rice out of it. It's kind of a pipe dream. This might not even be enough. Yeah. Like, I didn't realize it was August 8th, so... Yeah, no. The obvious thing to do, and say here is... I fucked up. Like, there's no way we're getting anywhere near enough from it. Like, this is literally the very end of the fucking harvest season, yo. That's completely unacceptable. No way. Anyway, I'm hoping this comes in at least. The rice has been good to us over the summer. Like I said, the corn, though, the corn is where you get the bulk of it. Like, we have such a haul here. We're still hauling corn. Days after. Architect. Orders. I'm going to order the cutting down of these plants, though. Next year I have to make sure to remember to grow Zerigium. Yeah, just chop everything. Out of ideal temperature range. Yeah, we're starting to see problems with that. Which leads me to realize that we have a new project as well. Heating. Never really thought too much about it. Just kind of frantically too busy with our food supply, I suppose. But it is something we're going to have to deal with. Freezer's almost full. Still have a lot more coming in. We may not have room for it all. Yes, we do try and cook as much as possible. The good news is it does spoil pretty slow, so... And it will freeze over the winter if it really comes down to it. I don't know if it'll get cold enough for that, but fast enough anyway. But yeah, that's our freezer. Pretty much just filled up. Just about. We needed pretty much that much space. Perfect. Oh god, right. End the rice crops. Architect. Harvest. Do not allow so. Chased by pirates with crushers of illness. A medieval farm oaf. No. I'm going to ignore the message. Medieval farm oaf, not worth it at all. As far as I'm concerned. There, so today a lot of the rice will come in as well. We still have freaking 18 corn just sitting out there. Yeah. And now all of this rice. Damn. So much rice. Not really all that much compared to the corn, obviously, but hey, it's something. It is something. Critical alert, poor mood. What's the matter? Vector? In a little pain, feeling bad, slept in the cold. Cabin fever mild. Noted. Alright, well. Slept in the cold is, yeah, a bit of a problem. It's getting cold overnights. Alright. Looks like it's really time to work on the heating thing. We don't have anywhere near enough steel, which is why I ordered some mined. And... What's the thing? What's the thing? Temperature, right. So temperature. We need a heater installed in this room, too. Probably. Should probably seal that off there, actually. Okay. Orders, structures, wooden wall, wooden door. Right. Good. So unfortunately, it's the end of summer. And as such, heating. It's something mundane. You don't normally think about it all that much. But it's going to get fucking cold over the freaking winter. Hopefully not as cold as the summer was hot. Because it estimated the average temperature in December would be like, you know, minus 17. If it turns out to be minus 30, we're going to have some problems. I was not preparing for a severe winter of that caliber. I wasn't preparing for a summer of that severe caliber either, so hopefully we'll get something. The heaters are being built. We still have 1,000 watts left over each day. 950. Not bad. Alright, 850. Good. And that'll be 750. 650. Alright, that's not on the same grid. Good. Poof. 750. So. You know, there is one thing I wonder. Sun lamps. They're what more or less allow us to grow things. In hydroponics basins and the like inside. Which, something I'm gonna do. Yeah. Structured. How much wood do we have? We have about 50 wood? Okay. Structure then. Wooden wall. Build it. Wooden door, build it. Good. Oh, we actually still have 183 steel left over. That's good. I'm gonna build, like, some ventilations systems. And kind of hope it helps a little bit. To keep this room warm, more or less. Alright. Out of wood, huh? Alright. Guess we have to go cut down another tree. Giant freaking oak tree. Poplar tree, ready to harvest. I'm gonna try and do minimum amount of work with it. A lot of just bodies lying around. It's pretty sad. Alright. Speaking of which, the final thing to do. Final order for the harvest season is cut the remaining plants here. Just cut them. So we have 6,000 food, give or take, all stored up for the winter. And everyone's rooms are nice and warm now. Oof. I'm not exactly particularly warm right now. Maybe I should go turn up the heat. But okay. Yeah. Indoors. Hopefully we'll survive the winter, I think. The heaters are going top notch until this is fucking finished, unfortunately. Alright, so. Holding down to priority 3 for most people. Growing again down to priority 2. Alright.